Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, June 2nd. I thought I would hop on and do a reading, see how everyone's doing. I know the reading from the other day was all about feeling trapped, or someone feeling trapped, probably trapped in a relationship, trapped in a job, trapped in this world, trapped in your mind. Let's see what the messages are for today. I hope you're all doing well. Please don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to be doing these readings more frequently now. Now that summer's here in Florida, I have more time. There's less stuff going on here than there is during season. Okay. What do we need to know? For whomever is listening, what are the messages? What are the messages, please? I love that card. What are the messages? What do we need to know? What are the messages for whomever is watching? Tell us what we need to know. And we're going to go one more round through. And what do we need to know? What are the messages for today? For whomever is watching. Okay, that's it. That's all that came out. Bottom of the deck. This is the betrayal card. It's interesting because this is one of the last cards that came out from the reading the other day. Hold on, I want to turn the light on here and see if we can get a little bit more light on this subject. Hopefully it doesn't cause glare. And let me open my window here a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. So the Ten of Swords, feeling betrayed. This person is not dead, though. They're just wounded. And the Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe you were wounded or betrayed by this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe you've betrayed yourself. The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, these swords energy, that's all about communication, news, information. You know, you might have heard something that really made you feel betrayed. Someone might have said something to you, their words, and you're feeling really defeated here. This person's not giving up, though. Like we talked about, they have that religious symbol in their hands, like one of those mudras. They're not giving up. But it was a pretty big deal here. This betrayal was pretty significant. It got you down. But the tens are also beginnings of new cycles. So while there was an ending, we need to be prepared for what's coming up next. And I think the previous reading we did too talked about there being, new beginnings. Oh wow, this is these rest of these cards are really cool. Okay. So we talked about the swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now you have the pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is earth energy. This is all about your material wealth, your, what do I usually call that? Your practical things in life, right? Your home, your car, your job, what you do to make a living. This Nine of Pentacles, like I said, if she fell, I love this card. This is the independent business woman. It could be the independent business person, someone who has created wealth on their own, right? She's holding grapes in the tarot. The grapes is the symbol for abundance. She has a falcon here on her hand. See her gloved hand? That's the falcon. She's a falconer. So that demands a lot of mastery, right? To be able to control and train a falcon. So this is the sign, this is the card, this is the energy of accumulating wealth and creating mastery over something. Is it mastery over your own life? Is it mastery over your own lifestyle and way of living and how you take care of yourself and self-respect, etc.? That's what I'm feeling with this. And coming after this feeling of betrayal, Don't forget your power. Step into your own power here. You got this. Oh, and we have the Magician. We have the infinity symbol overhead. He's holding one arm up, as above, so below. Infinite possibilities. This is the card of Gemini. We are in Gemini season. The message could be, this is your time now, especially if you are a Gemini. Seize the moment. The Magician is able to manifest and create whatever he wants. And this is a time of great manifestation. I know you guys are probably so sick of hearing that, like, manifest, and you can manifest, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, focus on that which you want, and then you'll create it. Let me just give you a quick, and I don't like it when tarot readers get into their own personal situations either, but I made the decision at one point that I gave myself a period of time. This was during COVID. If I don't find a new job by X time, I'm just going to sell my house and move to Florida. I always knew I wanted to retire in Florida, and the timing was right. My job went away. I needed revenue. The housing market was good where I was living. I was like, now is the time to sell my house. If I don't find a job where I can earn what I was earning at my previous job, I'm just going to sell everything, take the profit, move to Florida, buy myself a little condo. So I gave myself like a couple of weeks or whatever. No other jobs came through. Okay, so mind you, this was my entire focus. I shifted my focus, and I gave myself a deadline, 2 weeks. If a job doesn't come through, I'm contacting a real estate agent. I did know someone who was a real estate agent, so I knew I was going to contact her and give her some business. The 2 weeks was up. I told my family, this is it. I'm selling my house. I'm moving to Florida. And while they were a little surprised, they weren't too surprised because they know how I operate. Once I set my mind to something, okay, so whatever. That became my focus. The job didn't come through. I contacted the real estate agent. I went through my house and I staged it myself. I put things away that didn't look like, if I was walking into a space, I would want to make it my own. Personal items, knickknacks, tchotchke, stuff I didn't really need. I made it nice. I mowed the lawn myself. I trimmed it. I made sure there were flowers out in the in my garden areas. Everything looked beautiful. We started showing it in June. Actually, it's June. It was around the same time as my birthday's in June. I'm a June Gemini sun. And on my birthday, I put the house up for sale. And actually it was 28 days later, I had an offer. So what I was doing was putting all of my energy into the fact that this house was going to sell, that this next part of my journey. Got an offer on the house, knew the date that settlement was planning to be, made a plan to come to Florida on a weekend and look for a condo. I had the buyers had to put a certain amount of money down for the contract on the house, and they were like committed to that. Like if they didn't come through with their financing, that money became mine. That was the money that I used. Okay, so none of this was my own money. That was the money I used to put an offer on my place in Florida. I came that weekend. I was referred to the realtor down here by my realtor up where I used to live. Same property group, a national group. And I told her, I'm making an offer this weekend. Show me what you have available because I have to buy something this weekend. I have to be out of my house August 17th. That was 2020. And I put offers in on 4 places. The one that was the nicest place that was offering more money than I was qualified for, that's the property that came through. And I created a relationship with the sellers who had something in common with what I did. And they were willing to wait, make it contingent upon the complete sale of my property. It came through. It all came through. I came down. I got out of my house in August. I stayed with relatives for a couple of weeks. I drove down to Florida with my son rented a place for a month in September, and closing on my condo was October 1st, and here I am. So don't think you can't do that. I honestly, I did it all on my own. I didn't have a spouse or a partner or a boyfriend or a husband to go and talk to real estate agents and lug crap around for me. I did it on my own. I did have a couple of neighbors that saw what was happening, came over and helped start loading boxes up into the pod. And then my son came. I mean, it happened, but all of my focus was on that. So in terms of manifesting stuff, sometimes it comes out of thin air, but you have to put your focus onto it. That's where I'm going with this whole long diatribe on my previous life. So this is just an incredible card for you guys to come up with. Don't let this get you down. Don't let this, even though it might feel like it now, give yourself a couple of days and then pull yourself out of the hole that you've dug or that's been dug for you, because you can do this. And if it's a financial situation, we already know there's weird things online you can do that aren't going to hurt anybody, that can generate some income for you. So look into that if that's where you are, if that's where you have to be. You are never stuck in a job. You are never stuck in a relationship. You are never stuck in a financial situation. Hopefully that you're healthy enough and you're physically able to make moves. But even if you are not, if you have access to the internet, there are ways to generate revenue and income. Okay, I'm going to stop there with all my whatever. I'm just very happy that this has come up. Here you got a betrayal. Here you got being independent and having the power and be able to master some sort of mastery, whether it's mastery over your own emotionals to move through this, and your own emotions, I mean, to move through this. And then you've got the magician. Utilize all of the resources at your disposal, whatever you've got. And now you've got, look at this. This is the hangman in reverse. All my cards are in the upright. I might have flipped him over, but I'm going to keep him like this because the hangman in the reverse is, you've already gotten the inspiration for this. There's no more just hanging out, waiting for the thing to come up, waiting for the downloads or whatever. You are ready to make this happen. There's no growth on these wands right here that he's hanging off of. But again, major arcana, magician, major arcana, followed by hangman, major arcana. You can make this happen. The timing is now. No more hanging around. Time to start taking action, even if it's one little thing a day. One little thing a day. You'll feel so much more accomplished. And then you've got the Emperor. This is the sign of air, the zodiac sign for Aries. This is all about action, of course, with an Aries energy. But the Emperor is, this could very much becoming in your masculine energy, taking action. The Emperor, it could be like at the head of the household, the divine masculine. This could be your father, your boss, your brother. It's generally a male energy, but you could be getting in your masculine energy if you're female and you have to start getting all this stuff done, because sometimes you just got to kick it into gear. This person is someone you can rely on. He's got this spiritual, religious scepter, but he's also got a sword and it's stuck in the ground. It's like authority, information, communication. What this person tells you, you can rely on. He's inside of this cavern with all of the mountains around him. So I feel like two things with this, with these mountains being in this cavern, so to speak. The challenges are all around him, but he's also got a sense of protection here, right? Nothing can get into him. He might have had to traverse all of these mountains and these cliffs and everything to get to where he is now. But he's got the strength, you see his abs. He's got the wisdom, you see the white hair. He's got this eagle, which is like justice and authority, and this red cloak, which is like royalty. This is a person, if you're going to someone for like a mentor, this is the person that you can rely on. So don't feel like you're totally in this alone. There might be someone you can reach out to for some guidance or assistance, advice. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So you're taking some sort of action. You're going to be using, you're going to get over this betrayal. You're going to get into your own power, use all the resources at your disposal. You're ready to go. You're tired of just hanging around. You've got this person who's got your back. It's really what I'm feeling. Looking, you got the sun. Okay. Yep, this might be the person too. Okay, these look like a younger couple. The thing that always surprises me about this card and this particular rendering illustration, they don't look real happy with each other. You would think if this is your partner that you're happy to see each other, but you've got this sun here. You know, in terms of the timing now, when summer starts June 20th, right? So maybe this is going to manifest in June 20th, or you're going to see more action beginning in summer. But the sun is the sign of Leo, so you could have those placements. You could be dealing with someone with a Leo. This person who's helping you could be a Leo. But the sun is one of the best cards in the whole tarot deck, right? Depending on what's most important to you. Maybe if a relationship is most important to you, the Lovers might be your most important card. But the sun is all about happiness, reaching your goals, manifesting, having the joy, having the happiness, having all this growth around you, and things working out in your favor. Let's do one final card, and I'm going to close it out there. That's what I see. I see you're on this journey to get over this betrayal and regain your power. And yeah, you've got the Ace of Cups. So this, if this is to me the card of joy. Yeah, it could be a relationship situation or whatever. But this cup is being brought down to you from the heavens. See, it's all in the clouds. The lotus blossom, it's blooming. Your cup runneth over. So this is the sign of things getting better, of overcoming all of this stuff that you've been through, reclaiming your power. The time is now. You've been hanging around for long enough. Pull up your bootstraps or your big girl panties and go to it. This is the time. There's never going to be a better time than today. You could put it off till tomorrow, or you could have regrets about yesterday. But the time is now to move forward and to take the action to create the life that you want. That's what I got for you guys. All right. I hope it all works out well. Thank you again for Thank you again for subscribing to the channel. It's very important. It helps the algorithm for the message to get out to other people. Share it with someone who you know might need a message of encouragement, or for yourself, to make sure that, come back to this as a reminder that you got this. You can do this. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is listed below. Feel free to contact me and reach out. I'll get back up to you with more details about how we would do that. So do leave a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. Or leave me a comment. Let me know where you are. Like, where do you live? You don't have to be real specific. Just, what state are you in? What country are you in? I love to hear that. I love to hear from you guys. And share it with somebody. And give it a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. I'll see you again very soon in the next reading. Hope you have a wonderful day. You got this. Peace out.